What's up guys, welcome to another video. So in today's episode we'll be talking about getting started in software engineering or software programming. Okay, so most of the people, they've been asking themselves, what is software engineering, what is a programmer, what is software development, what is software engineering, how do I get started in software engineering or software development? So in today's episode we are getting started with all those questions. We are answering all those questions in this episode. Okay. First things first, number one, get enrolled in an institution. There are so many ways you can get enrolled in an institution, right? Number one, you can go to a college. Number two, you can go to university. Number three, you can attend a boot camp. I'm not going to dwell more as to take a boot camp or university. I'm not going to dwell. That is a topic for another day. But make sure that you enroll in institution, right? Enroll in a varsity. So if you enroll in varsity or in a university, you have to do computer science, or you're going to have to do software engineering. It's either a degree or a diploma, depending on what university you are going in. So it will be a computer science or software engineering diploma or a degree, right? So some, they're saying it's in information technology. They call it IT or informatics. So one of those qualifications, right? So within those qualifications, you will be taking more modules. You'll be taking math modules. You'll be taking computer science modules, software engineering modules, very different modules depending with a varsity or a university, right? Okay, so once you get started at university, you are enrolled. You're in the first year, second year, third year. But then let's say you are now in your second year. So while you are still in your second year, what you need to do while you are in university, you need to by all means practice what the lectures are teaching you. Because computer science, software engineering, software development in a whole, it's a very, very practical environment. It's a very practical aspect of a career, or it's a very practical aspect of computer science. So you have to program. If you don't have side projects, obviously you'll be doing practicals because of university, right? So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you do personal projects. So personal projects, they're gonna help you skill, or they're gonna help you increase your skills in whatever language that you are working on. So let's say, for instance, you are working in Java. So if you're working in Java or C# or whatever language that your university is teaching you, so make sure that you create programming a project, or you create personal projects based on that language. So create projects in Java, create projects in C# or in databases, because some universities, they teach you database design and database development, right? Okay. In your final year, please make sure in your final year, make sure that you are applying for internships. You apply for internships, you apply for hackathons if you have time. You apply for hackathons, you apply for appreciationship, you apply for learnership or something like this. But make sure that you do apply for internship in your final year, because some companies, they do take people who are doing their final year, and you're not gonna get more work, but they're gonna give you a little bit of work, because they understand that you don't know exactly the enterprise level of work. You don't understand the full work. You are just learning in a job. That's what you call it, learning in a job. That's what an internship is about. So make sure that you apply for internships, right? You enroll for internships. While you are in an internship program, make sure that you're always available to learn. Make sure that you learn what the company skills they are using. Make sure that you learn those skills, right? Make sure that you understand the aspect. Make sure you avail yourself to take on tickets. Make sure you avail yourself to take on some challenges. So to say, for instance, if they're saying, is there anyone available to take this job? Like, yes, I'm available. I can fix that. Even though you know you're not 100% equipped, it's going to help you to do your research about that topic in hand. So make sure that you apply for internships in your final year. So please make sure you apply for internships, and you also apply for full-time jobs for the following year, because now you are in your final year. You know what you've been taught to you the first year, second year. You have your personal projects that you did in your first year or final year. Now it's a matter of you applying for internships. It's a matter of you applying for that full-time job. So please make sure you apply for internships. Okay. So the third aspect is to focus on your programming language and master it. So what do I mean by that? Let's say, for instance, you're in a university where they are teaching you Java or C#, Java and or C#. Let's say they're teaching you both. So let's say you're taking Java and C#, right? So focus on Java and focus on C# at the same time. Learn Java, understand Java, why it's called object-oriented programming. Understand OOP, understand data structures and algorithms, understand most aspects of Java, right? Just focus in one language. Let's say, for instance, you focus in Java. Understand data structures and algorithms, understand OOP in Java, understand the abstraction, the encapsulation, all those kind of things, the clean code, the solid principle. Those are the topics for another video, because we have to understand how to develop a clean architecture system. We have to understand the solid principles in software development, right? Okay, now you have understood Java, you have mastered Java. After you have mastered Java and you are focusing on Java, learn the frameworks of that language that they are working on, like that they are using, I mean. So let's say, for instance, you are focusing in Java, right? You're focusing in Java, make sure that you learn a Spring framework, Spring and Spring Boot. Make sure you understand that framework. You don't have to understand it like 100%, but just have an idea of how to create a REST API in Spring Boot, how to create a microservice in Spring Boot. Understand those little things which are going to help you when you are getting started in an enterprise or in a corporate environment, right? Okay, last thing is, once you have understood that, you must make sure that you have a list of at least 10 or 5 companies that you wish to work for. Now that's part of doing your research and interviews, right? So I have at least 3, let's say you have 5. Let's say you have 5 companies you wish to work for. Do your research about those companies. LinkedIn is there, Glassdoor is there, Indeed is there. There's so many platforms that you can do your research about. Even Offerzen can give you a very beautiful overview about the company and the tech stack they are using, right? So research about that company, right? Once you have researched about that company, you know what tech stack that they are using. Let's say, for instance, they're using Java. Obviously, they're using Spring Boot or they're using Spring. Now, they're going to be using a certain framework when it comes to front end. Maybe they're using Angular, React, Vue, or Next.js or whatever. Now, start asking people on LinkedIn who are working in that company. Say, hi, my name is Ndutuzo. I would wish to work for this company one day in my life. I'm doing my final year. Please, can you show me which direction I can take so that I can be able to be a best fit for your company? Like, okay, fine, no problem. You can even reach out to HR. You can even reach out to talent acquisition managers. You can even reach out to developers within that company. Research about that company. Research about the interview process. Offerzen is the best platform for that. Glassdoor is the best platform for that. Research about the interviews and the questions that they might ask you. But the most important thing is to research about the tech stack that they are using and understanding that tech stack, because it will align with what you already know. The only thing which will be left will be just a front-end framework, something like TypeScript or React. If you have time during your varsity time, you can even learn those frameworks. There's nothing wrong about it. You can learn databases, you can learn those frameworks. But doing your research about that company is very, very important, because you get to understand what tech stack they are using. So I feel like I covered not everything, but most of the things to get started in software programming, and also that will help you to get started as a beginner or as a final year student or as a second year student. So please make sure you don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe. I'm coming back with the next video. Peace.